Hey there guys, PC Guy here, and today we're going to be trying out the new microphone that I got around Christmas, along with a webcam that I still need to review and try out. It is a Fifine K669b. There are a few variations of this microphone, but they all do come decently well recommended for the price. It costs about $30 on Amazon, around the same in euros on the European version of Amazon, and hopefully it will help reduce the noise levels and improve the sound quality. So I really would like your feedback after this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Do you prefer the sound with the headset I am using right now, the HyperX Cloud Flight, or do you prefer this microphone so I know if it's worth keeping or not? I also got a few accessories for it that I will try afterwards if I am happy with the quality of the microphone. It's a pop shield to further help reduce the noise, as well as a microphone stand for some more flexibility and how to hold it. As for what comes included in the box, obviously there is an instruction manual, there is a stand that actually opens up quite far, which is good to support the weight of the microphone and so it doesn't topple over. And the microphone itself, it's a USB mic with a stand. It is adjustable both in terms of how it spins like this and also adjustable rotating it in its stand. This is important because it's in the directional microphone. It picks up sound better from the front than from the sides or above, and you can tell which one the front is by the very handy gain button here, or well, let's call it a volume knob because that's what it basically is, and lets you control how the microphone how strongly it picks up the sounds. Installation is pretty straightforward. You just screw the base at the bottom here. It's as simple as it comes. If I can actually get it to thread. Yeah, it does. It was my bad. And well, it screws in quite a bit, which is good. Make sure it's sturdy. Pop out the legs of the stand and you are good to go. I have to say that the legs feel a little bit bendy, but you know, in the end it doesn't really matter all that much. They are sturdy as long as you don't actually apply force to them. As far as installation goes, it's pretty simple. You plug into the USB port, Windows will install its drivers, and you should be good to go after selecting it as the preferred communications device. It's just as installing any other microphone, and it should be pretty straightforward. I will be recording the rest of the video with this microphone, so let me know how the sound is. I really would like some feedback on that, and I'll be back in a second. So this is the sound that you can expect from it. I can actually take this off because it doesn't matter right now, but this is the sound you can expect from it at roughly an arm's length. The volume knob is at 50%. The sound on Windows, the gain on Windows is at 100. There is no pop shield, so you are probably hearing some noise because there is running water right now. It's just really a test of how it is. There is no attempt made to reduce noise levels, anything like that. And like I said, 50% on the gain button, roughly an arm's length. If I get up and walk around the room a little bit, then you can get a better idea on how it picks up the sound from a little bit further away. Throughout this entire part I was talking at the same sound level, roughly the same volume of my voice, so you guys have a bit of an idea how well it picks up the sound from different areas of the room. Obviously I will adjust the volume on my editing of this video if need be, but how I am speaking right now will be the baseline, and you can use the rest as This is the same test, this time with the microphone facing backwards, so you can see the difference between speaking to the microphone and behind the microphone. And right now it is facing sideways, so I am on the side of the microphone and it is facing in that direction. Now for this next round of testing we're going to test the volume knob at the front, so I'm going to put it all the way down to the minimum, which is off. This should be roughly 25%. This should be 50%. 75-ish. And finally 100%. Dialing it back to 50% where we have been filming the rest of the video should be fine. Apologies for any ears blown at the 100% stage, but it is all for the sake of testing. There's also a good opportunity to test without the background noise. The water was not running, so now you can tell how much noise it picks up and how it sounds without any sort of background noise. Now, we're going to do our next little test, and that is with the pop shield, or well, noise filter, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to see how much it actually helps. I'm going to start without any sort of background noise, and I'm going to turn on the water again so you guys have some noise and see if this actually helps. It's a U-filter, it's a U-shaped, so you can kind of direct it to where you think noise will be coming from, and it just goes on by the way of little strings. I have no idea how effective this is, mind you, so this is also a test for me to see how effective it actually is. So right now I have the pop shield on. Not sure if you guys can hear a difference, I'll test in a second. And right now I'm just gonna get up and turn on the water for a second, so you guys can see if you actually hear it or not. So while still audible, it is a lot less noticeable, and obviously this is kind of an extreme case when the water is running on the shower right next door, so that's not something that's going to be happening every time I record, but it's just a measure of how much the pop shield actually helps. It also seems to reduce the echo a little bit, although this room is just a bit naturally echoing, something that I actually didn't notice with my other microphone. This one seems to pick it up better. Might be a good sign, means it picks up sound better. Might be a bad sign because, well, then there's more echo on the videos, and that's not real ideal, but that lies with the room and not so much with the microphone itself. I should probably try to make it a little bit more soundproof with some acoustic panels or something, but that's something that we'll think of when the channel grows a little bit more. Another very good indication that this mic makes it a lot easier to record and edit stuff is by opening the file on Premiere and comparing it to a file that I had beforehand with the old microphone from the headset. This one that I have selected here right now is the one with the headset. As you can see, the audio feed is very spiky with some quite sharp, might be noises when I, for example, breathe into the microphone, something of the sort, and you get a spike in the sound volumes. With the current microphone, with the Fifine and the pop shield on, you can see that it is a lot smoother, no crazy spikes on terms of sound levels. It makes it a lot easier to clean up the audio and have a good audio experience, as opposed to some sharp noises that you might hear and variations in volume that I was having with the previous microphone. So this is pretty much the testing that we are going to do. I'm not going to try the stand right now because like I said, it does not really go with the desk. I cannot clamp it on the glass, otherwise the glass might very well break, and it has no other edges where I can clamp it to. But in any case, this was a test of a microphone and a pop shield, and I really would like you guys to tell me what you think of the sound quality. Is it better than with the headset? Would you prefer if this was the sound that was used in the videos from now on? And well, I will not be using it as my daily driver microphone for gaming and stuff like that, because it takes a USB slot just for the microphone, and right now I have the headset and the microphone using the same USB slot, so that would be another slot taken that I really cannot spare. But for video recording, if the quality is better, I'll be using this in place of the one I was using beforehand. So really let me know down in the comments what you guys think, which one should I use from now on. As far as actually reviewing goes in terms of the price versus the quality, definitely a big win for the microphone. This is extremely budget. It was around 30-ish on Amazon, so that's pretty budget for a microphone. The quality is there, it's a pretty good quality, the sound sounds good, the options and possibilities are great, comes with a stand that seems relatively sturdy, the volume gain on the front is pretty good, and when I was walking around it still caught the sound from a bit further off, so if you have to use it in a setting where you are walking around the room and you still want to be heard, then this is definitely something you can look to use for your video production. Obviously it's going to fall short of studio microphones that cost in the hundreds, but this is a very valid entry for someone that's trying to start making videos or start creating any content of any sort that involves voice. And well, obviously for gaming and such, it is obviously a very good option. It's a lot better than most budget headsets out there. Is it much better than a very high quality headset? Not really, but then again, very high quality headsets, you're gonna pay upwards of 100 or more for it, so it's really not a fair comparison when the microphone costs less than a third than that. With that said, I am pretty satisfied with it. Depending on your, I am inclined to keep it and keep using it. However, it all depends on you, and like I said, I really would like to see some feedback on the sound quality from the start of the video of the headset compared with this now. I will have a link in the description below if anyone is interested in this microphone on Amazon. Feel free to click it. It would really help the channel grow in the future and be able to do more reviews of this sort if you did. Feel free to check our other videos and subscribe if you'd like to see more of our content. That also would help our growth immensely. That's the most important thing you can do right now, as well as leaving some comments and likes on the videos that you enjoy. This has been Ethic PC Guy. I hope this has been a useful review to you, and I hope I'll see you again in the future.